Here is the last portion of the optical art tutorial. Most of this part 4 is going to be optional. If you choose to do it, it really makes this have a nice finished look to it. However, you do not have to do part 4 if you don't want. So after I got everything colored in, here's my final product. And here is what you can do for a final touch option. If you don't have watercolor paint at home, I'm going to show you just quick, easy way to make your own watercolor paint at home. If you have old markers that are kind of like dried out and don't work anymore, this is a great way to reuse them. So if you're writing with it and doesn't show up the best, you can use these to easily make your own watercolor paint. So I put a little bit of water in here. Took the cap off my dried out marker, stuck it in my cup of, yours will be just clear water. I've already done this experiment, that's why it's blue already. But you take out your dried out marker, set it in here, and let it sit for about 20 minutes, and your water will turn whatever color that your marker is. So, yeah, that's an easy way to make watercolor paint. Otherwise, if you have a Ziploc bag and you have markers that work well, this is another way to make watercolor paint. All you need is a glass of water to dip your brush in, and use a glass that your parents or someone in your family, an adult, doesn't mind if you use it for paint. Probably don't use one that you drink out of regularly. So then take your paintbrush, dip it in some water, and then you use whatever colors that you use in your optical art. So I'd need a red marker, and I'd also need a green marker. Red, green. And you are going to take your marker and color right on top of your Ziploc bag. Then take your paintbrush that is wet after you've dipped it in water, put it on top of where you drew with marker, and you have made green watercolor paint. And then you can go over any areas that you've done with crayon. If you put it over the top of marker, the marker will just smear. But if you've done areas with crayon, this looks really cool. The more vibrant you want your paint, the less water that you use. So say I want to make my paint a little bit more bright green. Just don't re-dip your brush back in the water now. And it'll be brighter green. And you'll notice that some of the paint, it looks like it's just beading up on top of here. And it is, because this is called a crayon resist technique. The crayon repels the paint and the water. And once this dries, it looks really awesome. All right, now let me show you my red section. Color your red on here. You might have to rinse out your water cup in between here. So right now it's like blue-green. You might want to dump it out, get some fresh water so that it doesn't change the color of your watercolor. And go right over the top. Oh yeah, that looks cool. Now it looks really speckled. I like that look. Experiment with different shades of green, different shades of red to see what you like the most. Maybe for in here, I'm going to want a thinner brush so that I don't go outside the lines. Cool. So remember, this is just an option. You don't have to do the watercolor paint, but it does look very cool when it is completed. And then if you wanted to, you can hang it up in your house. If you have a picture frame around your house that you're not using, like an 8x11 picture frame, you can put it in a frame. Awesome. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you're having a great day. Enjoy making some art.